Welcome students. Now we are going to start with the fibers and their types. Last lecture we discussed about different finishing materials like bitumen, tar, asphalts. Then we have gone through some termite chemicals or termite proof reagents. Then we have gone through some sound insulating and thermal insulating materials. Now we discuss about fibers and their types. There are different types of fibers nowadays utilized in order to get a complete, we can say, fibers are used to get a complete flexible, composite, non-permeable structures. Sometimes in like in solid waste plant, we use the fibers which are non-permeable, does not allow the water to seep into the ground surfaces. Some fibers are utilized to get the desired shape, like in case of temple, if we are going to construct or manufacture a dome, then for cone shape we cannot use the reinforcement. Instead of that, we can use the steel fibers, or in case of bridges we are using the tendons which are of type of carbon tendons or the carbon fibers. So fiber is a filament or a thread like a piece of any material. This term sometimes also referred as a raw material that can be drawn into a threads. The fiber is a small piece of reinforced material possessing certain characteristics. As I said, these are flexible one. They provide a good strength also and good tensile property also. They possess very good tensile property. That's why they utilize fibers. So there are different types of fibers. First, steel fiber, carbon fiber, then glass fiber, plastic fiber, and asbestos fibers. The next, jute fiber, sand, coir, and cellulose fibers. Then properties of fiber, as I said, they are having good tensile strength. They possess very good flexibility. Then high Young's modulus means having a good elastic property. Non-combustibility. Then excellent moisture resistant, excellent corrosion resistance, high dimensional stability, high heat resistance, and low cost. So due to all these properties, it makes a fiber as a complete construction material. So it can be utilized in many heavy structures also, in towers, in bridges, in buildings, having excellent properties. Then what are the uses of fibers? Their natural jute fibers are commonly used in plumbing work to stop the leakages of the water. Then corrugated asbestos cement are made up of cement and asbestos fibers which are increase the tensile strength. So corrugated asbestos cement sheets which are made up of cement and asbestos are utilized as a good strength material which can use strength to the cement sheets. Then the fibers are used in packing and making of fabrics and felts. Then glass wool is used for making the acid proof or the fireproof fabrics. Then glass wool also used in packing material for heat and sound and electric insulations. Then glass wool is commonly used in solar water systems. Then next, that is a lead wool. It is used in water pipe joints to stop the leakages of the water. So first type, that is a jute fiber and their uses. In images you can properly see these are the strips, or we can say strings of jute fibers usually used for the packings and all. So jute is the rough fiber made from the stem of the tropical plant used for making the twine, rope, matting, etc. It is natural fiber used in the fabrics of our jute bags, and it is one of the best natural fiber, and second only the cotton in amount of production and variety of uses. Jute fibers are composed of primarily of plant material, cellulose, lignin, pectin, and both the fibers and the plant from which it comes commonly is called as a jute. Then properties of jute fibers are jute fibers is 100% biodegradable and recyclable, so it can be easily degrade, means it can be easily decomposed and it cannot be harmful to the environment. Then jute is a natural fiber with the golden and silky shine and is called as a golden fiber. It has a high tensile strength, low extensibility, and ensure the better uh, breathability of the fabrics. Therefore, jute is very suitable for agriculture, commonly bulky packaging in a agricultural bulky packagings. Then it helps to make the best quality of industrial yarn, fabrics, net, and the sacks. It is one of the most versatile natural fiber that has been used raw material for packaging, textiles, and non-textile constructions and in agriculture. So that is all about the jute fiber and their uses. Now we are going to focus on glass fibers. So nowadays glass fiber are utilized and these having a very good translucent property. So and it is having good tensile strength also. That's why in concrete construction also making a blocks they are utilized. Glass may be softened and drawn mechanically into the thread or glass wool that is finer than the silk. A glass strand composed of 60 filaments, each filament having a diameter of 0.0036 possesses a tensile strength of approximately 17,500 kg per meter square. However, the glass fiber may have a tensile strength approaching to the 70,000 kg per meter square. A strand glass fibers may be 1:15 of the diameter of human hair but have a good tensile strength than that of the steel. It may be woven into a fabric or used as a loosely packed both the round and thermal insulation in the building. So this having good thermal insulating properties, that's why they are utilized. The thermal conductivity of the material ranges from 0.035 to 0.04 kilocalorie per meter. However, depending upon the bulk density, the tests have shown that 25 of glass wool is equivalent to the terms of thermal insulation of 42 bricks. So these are the properties due to which the glass fiber can be utilized. So it having a good thermal insulation, they're having excellent corrosion resistance and moisture resistance and good tensile strength. That's why it can be utilized in the plastic, in the manufacturing of corrugated sheetings, mainly used for roof lights, also used in the interior paneling and the decoration. It is also used for sound deadening and thermal insulation in the walls, floors and ceiling. It is used for packaging and making the fabrics and felts. Natural jute fibers are used in plumbing works and glass fibers are used in packaging and making the fabrics. The next that is the plastic fibers. These are recently now used hugely for the construction works. The polypropylene, nylon, then polyethylene, rayon, and acrylic, and the polyester fibers are found to be suitable to increase the impact strength. They may possess a very high tensile strength, but their low modulus of elasticity and higher elongation do not contribute to the flexural strength. So, due to its flexibility, then elongation, it does not affect on the strain. It gains a very good flexibility also and elongation also. Then, so these are the plastic fibers. They are having very good translucent property. Then next, that is the asbestos fiber. In image you can see the asbestos fibers. These are the mineral fiber has proved to be a most successful of all the fibers as it can be mixed up with the Portland cement. The tensile strength of asbestos varies from 550 to 990 Newton per mm square, and the high modulus of elasticity 81.60 to 10 raised to 3 to the 142.8 into 10 raised to 3. The composite product called as asbestos cement has considerably higher flexural strength than the Portland cement. Then asbestos represent a variety of fibrous material, out of which the most abundant is the trios, triosotide. The asbestos losses of water during the crystallization at 400 to 500 degrees Celsius. Its crystalline structure is changed and mechanical strength is degraded. The chrysotile shows a weak acid resistance. It is soluble even in weak acids. It is good sound and heat and electric insulator. It can stand a high temperature without changes. The electrical insulating property of the asbestos is not so high, therefore it is used in a high voltage and high frequency appliances. That is the uses of the asbestos fibers. So some of the other uses are asbestos finds a wide application in variety field of electrical engineering. Asbestos fibers are used in tape, producing a paper, boards. Then ferruginous asbestos tape is a high voltage machines. Then asbestos serves as a fibrous pillar in a number of plastics organic binder. So it having very good resistance to the electricity. That's why it can be used in the ferruginous asbestos tape can be used in high voltage machines. The asbestos becomes increasingly popular manufacturer and builders in the 19th century because of sound absorption, then average tensile strength, its resistance to fire, heat and electricity. Also the chemical reactions. It was used in such application electrical insulations or hot plate wiring and building insulation. When asbestos is used for resistance to the fire or heat, the fibers are often mixed with the cement, and that's why it can give a very good results. So that is all about the asbestos fibers. There is no need of then next, that is a geopolymer cement. So geopolymer cement is a binder that harden at room temperature like a regular Portland cement, but it is Portland cement. So some geopolymers are utilized along with the cement, which gives a very good properties like flexibility, tensile strength, compression strength, resistant to the sound, then thermal and electricity. It is manufactured by mixing the calcined glaze, blast furnace slag, or coal fly ash with the user-friendly alkaline ligaments and the water. It is alternative to the ordinary Portland cement and used for the transportation infrastructure, construction and offshore applications. It relies on minimal processed natural materials or industrial byproducts to significantly reduce a carbon footprints. To gain an ultimate strength within the 24 hours, but their setting time is reduced in a batch plant either for precasting or delivery in a concrete. The geopolymer concrete is material resulting from mixing and hardening the geopolymer cement with the water and stone aggregate. Both the materials, geopolymer cement and geopolymer concretes, are commercially available in various international markets. There are four types. First, slag based geopolymer, then rock based geopolymer, fly ash based geopolymer, and lastly, ferrosilicate base. So that is all about the geopolymer, and the geopolymer sheets are generally utilized in many construction like carbon monoxide emissions to avoid the sorry to produce less carbon monoxide emissions during its